This is me and my son. You want to get down? All right, goodbye, Buck. I tried. Anyway, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Happy Thursday. So on Tuesday, I did something that a lot of you guys really ended up liking, and honestly, I was nervous that you wouldn't, but it was me ranking 10 players without knowing who was coming next. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy you guys liked it because I think these lists are a ton of fun, and today, since you guys did enjoy it so much, we're gonna do two more, starting wide receivers and NFL teams. I'll kind of give a quick and brief description once we get into the video because I feel like a lot of you guys already know what's going on. So before we begin, two quick things. One, head over to gfuel.com and use code WyattzWorld to save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products. And for two, if you are 18 years or older and you would like to download the daily fantasy app known as Prize Picks, you can use code WyattzWorld to get up to $100 back of your first deposit. Always play responsibly. With that being said, let's get into the video. Okay, so here we are at the tier list, and a super quick rundown for those who are unfamiliar with what I'm doing. I'm going to be spinning this wheel. Whatever team it lands on, I'm going to be taking their wide receiver 1 and ranking them on a list 1 through 10 without knowing who is coming next. Pretty self-explanatory. So the first receiver that we are starting with is going to be Terry McLaurin. There, that is a fantastic one to start with. It's every day, dude! I'm getting so pissed, you guys. It's every single day. There is a leaf blower outside my window. I think it's the worker messing with me. Wow! How am I raging at a list I haven't even started yet? Thanks, lawnmowers. Anyway, so we're starting with Terry McLaurin. A lot of people see him as like a top 10 receiver. Some people see him in like the top 20 to 15. Personally, I think he's right around 10 to 12. He's kind of altering. And what I did with Kirk Cousins is I dropped him at 4, and I think I'm going to do the same with Terry. He is a very solid receiver. You're not going to get much more consistent than him. That was a safe placement. Let's get on with the next receiver. Jamar Chase. Holy shit, dude. Again. We're going to fill up the entire top of this damn list in 2 seconds. I'll take Jamar and put him at 2, honestly. I mean, I'm not going to put him at 3. Any receiver who is not Davante Adams or Justin Jefferson, I feel like can be argued with him. Yeah, he's only played 1 year, but it was the greatest rookie receiving season we've ever seen. Sticking him at 2 might be high for some people, but I'm comfortable. All right, receiver number 3. Give me a bad guy now. I'm an idiot and forgot to change my screen, but you guys could still see it. It almost landed on Justin Jefferson, but then it just ticked over to the Packers, and we got Allen Lazard. So it's going to be a little bit nicer that we don't have to put him up in the top 5, but Allen Lazard definitely doesn't deserve to be recognized as number 10 either. I'm going to put him at 9. Just because I haven't really thought about who all could go below him, but also because, like I said, I really don't think he is that bad. He had 500 yards and 8 touchdowns last year sitting behind Davante Adams. Like, what all can you really ask for him to do? All right, so we've got 2, 4, and 9 filled up. The rest are open. Let's get on to receiver number 4. Be bad. Continue the trend we've had. The Chiefs, but they don't have Tyreek. It's probably Juju. That's a good one. You know, he's going to have a much better season, and I have said this countless times. Guys, he went from a guy who couldn't throw the football more than 8 feet to Patrick Mahomes. As long as he doesn't get hurt and he plays a full season, Juju, I think, is going to receive for like 1,200 yards and probably 8 or 9 touchdowns. Now, obviously, that's not guaranteed, and coming off of his last few seasons that weren't so great, I think right now a good spot for Juju is honestly 7. Come on, there is a gap between him and Terry, and it's more than just one slot. You have to agree with that, as of right now. Now these can start to get a little worrisome, honestly. I don't want anybody great yet. And we get Davante Adams. Awesome. Well, we're going to go ahead and play this one safe. Davante Adams, who is now a Raider, is going to go at number 1. And I still do, to this day, think he is the best receiver in football. All right, we got 5 spots left. Now, I really don't want anybody that good. And honestly, I kind of feel like the list is screwed. Okay, Michael Thomas. We're not dead yet, because Michael Thomas, safely, I'm going to put at 5. Could I have put him at number 3? Absolutely, but I'm going to stick him at 5 because he hasn't played in 2 seasons. No matter how great he was before he got hurt, it just doesn't help the fact that you need to consistently play to maintain a high, profile. You know, not that 5's a bad number, but I'm not going to put him above guys like Terry McLaurin when he's busting his ass every single year, putting up the best numbers he possibly can. Only for some guy to come off the bench after 2 years and take a spot over him. That doesn't work with me. All right, we've got 3, 6, 8, and 10 remaining. Give me a turd. Just give me a number 10. DJ Moore is not number 10. He's probably got to be number 3. You can't put DJ at 6 here. And honestly, I do think that he's a little bit better than Terry, and that's not me disrespecting Terry, just it's a preference. I think DJ has been elite. See, him and Terry are pretty much in the same boat. Flipping quarterbacks every year, no matter what your circumstance is, you're still putting up gold. I'll put him at 3. As of right now, the list is still good, but we are one bad spin away from this entire thing catching fire. Someone bad, someone bad, someone bad. Falcons, Falcons, Falcons! Oh, let's go! Calvin Ridley's not playing right now because he gambled. Meaning I don't have to use him. I can use the rookie or Zacchaeus or Brian Edwards even, but I think Drake London is probably slated to be the starter, so we'll go with him. And this is not to be disrespectful. This is simply to save my ass. We're gonna put him right down at number 10 because we have no idea how good he's gonna be in the NFL. Did I pick him as my rookie of the year? Absolutely, and I still stand by it. But right now on this list, there is nothing wrong with putting him at the bottom because he hasn't played. We got 6 and 8 remaining. We gotta get lucky again. Bears, Bears, Bears! Oh! So, Darnell Mooney, he is the perfect contestant, but where do I put him? And honestly, right now, I'm not really thinking on his talent level. I'm thinking about the probability of drawing a 6 or an 8 next. Darnell Mooney had a good season last year. I know I've talked my shit about him, but he was the guy in Chicago, even over Allen Robinson. To try and save this list, I'm gonna put Mooney at number 8, and we are gonna spin for hopefully someone like Devontae Smith, but there is a good chance I am screwing the list over right now. So we got 1 receiver left. It is gonna be number 6 no matter what because it's the only spot available. Come on, come on. If I would have put Mooney at 6, I think the list would have been perfect. And honestly, the Detroit Lions would have saved me if it would have just ticked 1 inch to the left. But now at 6, we've got the Jags number 1, who I think is Christian Kirk. So to recap the receivers list, we've got number 1, Devontae Adams, number 2, Jamar Chase, number 3, DJ Moore, number 4, Scary Terry, number 5, Michael Thomas, number 6, Christian Kirk, 7's Juju, 8 is Darnell Mooney, which is now starting to look like 9 is Lazard, 10 is Drake London. Honestly, I would still give the list like maybe a low B, high C, but I really don't think Christian Kirk at 6 makes it look good at all. All right, now we're on to the fun one, teams. All right, so here we are, cocked and loaded. 10 spots, we got the Wheel of Doom on the other tab. We're gonna spin it 10 times and start putting teams where I think they belong. All right, so our first team hopefully is gonna be terrible. The Browns, wow. 4 or 5, we'll go 4. If they had Deshaun, I'd probably have him honestly at 3 or 2, but even without him, you still got Myles Garrett, you got Denzel Ward, Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper. In my book, they still got, what, a top 5, top 3 O-line? Don't write them off too much, but write them off a little bit that they don't have a quarterback. They'll still be a good team. I got them at 4. All right, next team. Come on. Be bad, be bad, be bad, be bad, be bad. No, 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 no! Why is our list always starting off? Elite, 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 elite. Putting them at number 1, and I'm playing it safe. Do I think they're the best rostered team? Absolutely not. I'm a firm believer the Buffalo Bills are the best team in the league right now. But I'm not going to take the defending Super Bowl champions and put them anywhere lower than number 1 when their team looks arguably just as good as it was last year. All right, next team. Let me guess. It's going to be the Bills or the Broncos. Somebody top 5. Thank you so much! All right, we will take the Jets and put them at number 10, and we are doing that not really to insult them, but more as a safe play. They're obviously not going to be that good this year, but they are going to be substantially better than what they were. Now, me putting them at 10 is kind of just me saying they can fit in with a lot of other teams like the Texans, the Bears, you know, I get those teams, I can put them above the Jets, and it kind of looks okay. Plus, right now, like, how high can you really put the Jets? All right, next team, let's stick with the turds. Bad, 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 bad. Eagles aren't bad. Philly. I think I'm going to drop them right at 6. They made the playoffs last year. I think they're going to make it again this year. I honestly think they're going to win the East this year. I hate to put pressure on them, but right now, pretty much the heart and soul of that team is staring at Jalen Hurts. If Jalen can play good, they are going to be unbelievable. All right, we've got 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, and 9 remaining. Let's get another team. Bad team, 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 bad team! Seattle Seahawks! I'm gonna drop them at 9. I think that's a very safe spot. Really, Seattle fans, like, I understand you guys can be a little bit spontaneous, but how good do you think you're gonna do this year? Like, you cannot be thinking you're gonna make the playoffs. Especially in that division, man. It's not me being mean to you guys, it's me being honest. All right, next team. The Patriots. Gotta be number 5 or number 7, and they're definitely not number 7, so we're gonna put them in number 5. It's just kind of shameful because they are a boring team to watch, man. They don't care about the explosive, flashy plays and players. Doesn't matter if you have to run the ball 46 times in a row. It doesn't matter if you have to throw 5-yard passes 100 times in a row. They will do what they need to do to win. It's a pain in the ass to play against them, and I think it's a fair spot. All right, so the list right now, we've got the Rams at 1, Cleveland at 4, Patriots at 5, Eagles at 6, Seahawks at 9, Jets at 10. We've got 4 spots left. Let's get it. Just not the Raiders, 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 not the Raiders! There's a 1 in 32 chance of that happening! I mean, shit. I'm gonna put them at 3 because their roster is far better than the Eagles. It is far better than the Patriots. Not far better than the Browns, but I don't really think they're this high of a team. Without Deshaun Watson, yeah, I'd probably take them over the Browns right now. But that's very questionable, man. I think that's gonna ruin it. Next team, don't give me the Steelers. I don't want the Steelers, not the Steelers. Falcons will work just fine here. I think we'll put them at 8. But I think team-wise and the division they're in is going to help them a lot with this list because they will finish with more wins than both the Seahawks and the Jets. Meaning it would make some sense to have them above them. Now, I know their roster is not that good at all. I mean, it's borderline terrible. They've got a few stars on there, but they're not playing in the NFC West, and they're not playing in the AFC East. All right, we've got 2 and we've got 7. Come on, be nice. Panthers? Hey, that's good! All right, so Panthers at 7, and that is actually perfect. It couldn't have ended better there for me. And honestly, the Raiders, they haven't really ruined the list like I thought they would be either because the last team is number 2. Back on the Panthers really quick though. Baker hasn't been looking that great, but he is better than Sam. And if your prize pick of a running back can just play more than 8 games, you guys are gonna have a much better season than you had last year. As of right now, 7 is a perfect spot though. Which leaves us with number 2. Chargers, Bills, Broncos, Bucks, Chargers, Bills, Broncos, Bucks, Chargers, Bills, Broncos, and it's the Texans. I'm out here stressing over the Raiders, and we get the Texans to fill in at number 2. So what was a perfect list, in my opinion, just about, ended on the worst note ever, much like yesterday's list. To look over the list on one final recap, starting from 1 to 10, we got the Rams, Texans, Raiders, Browns, Patriots, Eagles, Panthers, Falcons, Seahawks, and the Jets. Honestly, guys, I don't think that's that bad. And that is where we are going to cut it for the day, everybody. Once again, I hope you continue to like these videos. If you do, you already know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe, turn that bell on. I do my absolute best to post on this channel every single day. As far as tomorrow's video goes, it's either going to be the Q&A or Fall Guys. I haven't decided yet, but thank you so much for resubmitting your questions. With everything I just said, I'm going to hop off and get this shit edited so you guys can watch it on time. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Thursday, and as always, I will see you in the next video.